And then I did have one LIV question, actually, as it related to the hearing last week, or the outcome of the hearing. Did you find yourself not watching it necessarily, but at least paying attention to it? And would it have been at all awkward if the boys had been let in?
Well, I can tell you I had zero attention on it. I only found out that it was going on because I walked by player dining and I saw about 10 really nervous people pacing all around the room. And I was like, well, there's something going on. And then I asked and heard what was going on. But I was in the room when the judge made her decision known, but only because I was walking by and they told me it was time. So I was like, yeah, I'll stay. I think it could have made things a little bit awkward, yeah. They chose to leave the PGA Tour. They chose to go join another tour knowing the consequences, and then try to come back and get, courts and justice in the way. Wouldn't have, I would say, sit extremely well with me, but at the same time, they're adults, right? They're free to do as they please to an extent, and that's what they chose to do. If they're allowed by a judge, I'm nobody to say otherwise. So, would have been awkward, possibly, but I guess we'll never know.
Did you get any sense that we're not going to see these guys for a while?
It doesn't look like it. I'm confident that the LIV side of things are still gonna push strong to keep trying to change some things. But I also know that the lawyers in the PGA Tour side are gonna keep fighting to keep things the way they're going right now. So it's not the last thing we're gonna hear from them, but I don't know. I just started watching the show Suits, so I'm kind of learning now about what happens in a courtroom.
Gene?
Hey, John, following up on that a little bit, when you look at the top six in last year's BMW, three of them are in LIV now. They're not here this year. Obviously, kind of what's your perspective on the field this time around with some of those great players not here?
One of the great things about the PGA Tour is the depth of field, and three of them won, but we got Will Zalatoris and Cameron Young, who are two amazing players that have played amazing this year, and the rise of many other great stars. So there's always a hungrier future star coming that's willing to put in the work and make themselves know. Lack of talent on the PGA Tour and in the world of golf is not an issue. So again, you might have lost some names, but you're gaining some great golfers. And those two players have done amazing this year and have made themselves known. So I don't think we're essentially losing that much, because like I said, you're just getting to know some great players that were there that you haven't heard of before.
One more on that. There have been reports in various media outlets that Tiger's coming in today to kind of talk to some of the players about PGA Tour and LIV. Is there an insight you can give to us on that, and if it's happening, and what may become of that meeting?
Boy, news can be wrong sometimes. There is a player meeting, but that's all I can tell you about that. There's also a PAC meeting, so I don't know if on the news they were talking about the PAC meeting or not. I saw Alan Shipnuck tweeted something, the most reliable source in golf. So I don't know what to tell you.